Okay.
Huh?
Okay, R and B can kind of look similar.
Yeah.
You know, for Uber nerds here, you know, speak German, you get that little letter.
Yeah,
Alt
yeah.
225 on the numpad nerds. Look at it.
I love that
That's
you know
it.
that.
I do know that.
That's wild.
Yes.
Wow.
One, I was on the internet a lot. I'm kind of old. We used to do things on numpads, and you can also have like special characters and account names back in the day.
I
which
do
you can't
remember doing
anymore.
that, yeah. 'Cause I had to do it for like theta when I needed to do calculation stuff, but
Okay, so starting Peach versus Falcon on FD is extremely suspect.
Yeah.
This is definitely considered Peach's best or second best stage, if not best, but generally best.
Uh-huh.
On the other hand, Falcon is actually pretty well suited to not get grabbed by Peach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, his speed and his range makes it very hard for Peach to get a grab if you're playing conservatively.
Right, 100%.
You should definitely down throw at that percent.
I'm assuming that's missed input. It's got to be, right? But
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know. Okay. So, you know, if Peach knows how to DI out of down throw, it can actually be really hard to get a kill at this percent. Stray hits don't kill unless they DI like a nair or an up air really poorly.
Right.
So, yeah, you pretty much need to find a raw knee, which is hard, or attrition. Oh, up smash is creative there. I kind of like that.
It is. Okay.
So, you know, I know you don't play either of these characters, but when you watch this matchup, like, does it feel like the Peach is the one working really hard?
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
It does. I mean, like, I think it's interesting because at like a really, really high level, especially on this stage, right, there's been not like a weird development almost where people are like more willing to just take the chain grab to like 100, 110, and then they'll be like, I'll just DI the nair, and then I'll play the mix-up after that.
Yes.
Versus like just DIing off the stage where you often just die. So that makes me feel like the Peach works really hard in this matchup because she still has to play one more edge guard after on a stage that's supposed to be rather good for her.
Yeah, so if you don't know, as a fast follower player, like if you're at really low percent, maybe DI off and try to like recover. But like in this situation, DI towards center, he can actually get. Should be the last re-grab if you if he did the right DI.
Yep.
Yeah. So like I don't know if it's no DI or slight DI, like, but you shouldn't be getting chain grab after 90.
Yeah. So we'll see it at like around 90 to 100, right? And I think also because WabM is port 4, like you do get a little bit of leniency for the added frame for that, but.
You shouldn't grab ledge there. If you float a little bit high and react to their drift, you can get it back air there, and Falcon won't get his jump back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, nice counter hit with an air.
Kind of a lazy nair, too, from Colslaw, but...
Yes, you know, floaty players, like, they always like to spam those buttons counter hitting, but, like, they've gotten a lot better at it, too. Like, you even see Mars doing it sometimes now.
So what do you do in this matchup specifically? I mean, like, first off, you're not starting on FD most of the time.
Okay, so on FD, I noticed that games often have a pattern where they're close like this, the Falcon's winning, and then the Peach gets like a big opening, and then ends up not only closing the gap, but running with it. Like so let's see if this is what happens. And then like the next stock often goes worse for the Falcon. So to avoid this, you want to play really conservatively. Try to make the Peach chase you if you can. What gets tricky is if the Peach is willing to just like pull turnips in the corner.
Yes.
And then really slow down the pace of the game.
100%.
Falcon can definitely threaten Peach and deter her from pulling turnips. Ouch.
Yeah, that is rough.
But once she has one, it can be hard to deter her from pulling the next one.
Yes.
Falcon's item throw is really slow, so catching isn't great. Yeah, so let's see. You know, if Colslaw doesn't take this stock soon, I think it's probably done. Yeah, okay.
Oh, no. Okay, missed input, yeah.
Really, really lucky there.
Right.
I mean, it's super early. Based on the friendlies I was playing, I don't know how much better I'd be doing. Yeah, for Smashers, it's early. Oh.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and I'm roomed with Blur.
Okay.
It was like 9 a.m. and he goes, why do you keep waking up so early? And I'm like, I don't think 9 a.m. is remarkably early, first off. And it's also noon in my internal clock, so.
Yeah, so, you know, waking up is one thing.
Yeah.
Competing at a high level and having your hands do, you know, complex approach, that's hard. Oh my god. He just forward throw up air need him.
That's beast.
Did not expect to see that, but there it goes.
You love to see it.
Something that we saw right there that's really good for Falcon, works off down throw, works in a lot of situations, especially against Peach, but against Ganon, Link, Marth as well. Go for full hop up air instead of short hop up air as a combo extension.
Right.
Where it's quicker to double jump knee out of your full hop rather than try to shuffle the short hop up air and then full hop after that. So yeah, that's a really effective way to milk an extension rather than ending it early at upper mid percent.
For sure, for sure.
Okay, that the spacing on that Nair into that Gentleman worries me. You can definitely get a counter hit right there, like a crouch cancel grab or ASA grab. So yeah, I am worried about the spacing. I'm also think that Peach should generally down throw knee.
Right.
I think Peach should generally pick either Fountain or FD, and FD was kind of the Peach's game to lose at the end there, given he was behind.
I agree.
So I would have gone back personally.
Yeah, I'm wondering like introduction of platforms to like FOD, of course, the very traditional like old school counter pick for Falcon, just because the platforms mess you up, but. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, maybe survivability is the argument here, but you're still dying to down throw knee pretty early.
Yeah.
And Matt, too. I feel like he should have been able to live that.
Yeah, he should have. It would have been close. But,
yeah.
So, one of the things to remember, like, you can say Fountain might not hinder Falcon the same way it used to, but on the other hand, like, when Peach down smashes on the low platform above you, like, it eats your entire shield, and it's really hard not to get shield poked.
100%.
And when she comes down with invincibility, the stage is really small, and how to outmaneuver her, and the platforms don't necessarily provide the protection on that they do on other stages.
Okay. Pretty solid platform movement from WabM, but playing quite far behind at the moment. And this is where, the Dreamline counterpick is actually, like, not very good. Because, Colslaw just won't die for a little bit.
Sometimes Peach can get a little bit of a arthritis thing against Falcon, where if he keeps getting hit high and can, use his aerial drift on the uppie, Peach's, aerial mobility isn't well suited to drift with them.
Right.
So, just a little conceptual thing.
Ooh,
oh, nice.
Okay.
Little conceptual thing I want to talk about with counterpicks real quick. When you start in a counterpick stage, in this case FD, you actually don't getting the information you necessarily want for your next counterpick.
Agreed. Yeah.
Because there were no platforms there, so he had no idea how platforms would affect the match based on the Falcon's play. So, if you're the Falcon player, sometimes it actually could be good to start on a conceptually bad stage. One, get it out of the way. Two, the information then can be skewed in your favor.
That's true. Yeah.
So, like, if you was okay starting on FD and he banned Fountain, maybe he's thinking like, okay, well, game 3 would in that case be fine no matter what. And if I win on FD, then that's great too.
Yeah, and then the rationale of like even if I lose on it, I get rid of like a on paper bad stage. So yeah, I agree with you.
Sometimes wow,
nice
conversion. If the matchup doesn't have like more than 2 bad counter picks in the best of 3, then that strategy's okay.
Right.
If they do have like 3 counter picks, which some bad matchups do, then definitely don't do that.
Yeah.
Or a different best of 5 as well.
How'd you feel about the Cody counterpick to FD back in the day on that same topic?
So there was a time that SFAT picked FD, and it was kind of weird because he was on match point.
With Mewtwo,
so at that point, I don't really understand why. On the other hand, if it's early in the set, I think it kind of makes sense to get it out of the way and you haven't played there. On the other hand, I think, it's definitely Marth's best stage. So if you're on match point, I don't think it makes any sense. That said, sometimes you're thinking if you have to win on a stage twice, you just need to figure it out no matter what. It's not like you're going to fluke 2 wins.
Right.
So, there is something to be said. So sometimes if I'm down 2-0, like in doubles, I know that I'll have a higher chance of winning on one stage, but I'll still want to pick another stage because I know I won't win on 2 counter picks unless we learn to play on a different stage. Like, for example, if you think you'll win on FD, there's a high chance that you won't win on the platform stages because you won't learn how to beat them with platforms.
Well, fortunately, this is your lucky day on this block because we get Fabrizi back.
Yeah, I wonder if his opponent undQ'd and was let in because it's a Marth.
Yeah.
It seems like it'd be kind of unlikely that he'd have 2 Marths.
The redemption arc is crazy in pools. That rocks.
Yeah, I mean, with the number of entrants and how good tournaments Deer runs, there's no way that this tournament's going to be like really late, and they do have time for a little lenience. On the other hand, I'm in the next wave of pool, so if they wrap this one up and I can warm up more, I'd be okay with that too. I think that would bode well for me in bracket. Okay, this